to do with my hair. Guys, this is why I don't wear my hair down. This is too much work. How do you people do this? How do people be pretty every single day? Oh, I hate this. I look like a... I don't even know. I look like a lion. I don't know. Like, it's not even cute. It's just... whatever.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Now I know what you're thinking. Who is that? I'm unaware of who this lady is because the Morgan that I know comes on screen with her hair in a bun every single time. What is this? Who is she? We don't know her. I'm so hot and uncomfortable. I want to be in a t-shirt. I'm even in like a nice shirt. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is, and we're just going to move past it because today is an exciting video. I am 100% moving my arms too much. But I'm 100% not stealing, I mean, maybe, but like taking the idea from Nicole of her top 10 Tuesdays. And I wanted to share with you my top 10 favorites for today. Now, I am not a beauty guru slash influencer, so I don't have a ton of makeup to have 10 of each item. So today I'm combining my top 10 favorite foundations and concealers to equate to 10. So, you know, it kind of fits with the name. So if you are just as surprised by how I look as I am, give this video a like and do not forget to subscribe to my channel before we continue. I'll give you a minute. Good. Let's get started. Okay, so let's do foundation first because it, to me, just makes sense to start with foundation because you start with foundation first, right? Like whenever you do your actual makeup, so let's start there. So my very first one is going to be an oldie but a goodie. Now I haven't used this in a really long time, however it is still a staple in my collection and hands down holy grail of mine. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. This to me is like the creme de la creme of foundation sticks. Any foundation stick that I believe comes out on the market, this is the one they are competing with. There are truly no others that can compare, in my humble opinion. I have liked other ones, however, I always come back to this one. The number one thing that keeps me from, you know, stocking up and having a full collection of this one is it is very, very pricey. It's expensive. So this is definitely a splurge item. But if you are a foundation stick type person, I definitely suggest this is the one for you. So this one right here. So we go from one end of the spectrum of stupid expensive to much more affordable. And truthfully, this little guy right here is the one that I wear to work almost every single day because it is 10 out of 10, hands down one of my all-time faves. I definitely have a stock of this one because it's a little bit more budget friendly. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I have a few shades of this one just so I can go through like my self-tan to my super pale phase. You know, I mean, like we do, right? Like all normal people do when they have major variations in their skin tone within a week span. You know, that's normal. This has SPF 25 in it. I don't really necessarily see a major flashback as far as that goes with the whole SPF thing. However, I'm not going to these crazy elaborate events having professional photos taken of me either, so not really a superb concern of mine. But this is amazing. I have used this one on some brides. They told me that their makeup looked amazing the entire night, so this is definitely an awesome foundation. It stays in place 4 hours. You do not have to worry about this guy letting you down. Speaking of another affordable foundation is this one right here. This is the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. I love this foundation. Now, I know not everybody does. This foundation definitely had a lot of criticism whenever it first came out because, you know, they came out with this expansive shade range, like this absurd amount of shades, which is amazing, but it also makes finding your exact shade a nightmare. I have still yet to find my perfect shade. I got the F2.110, way too dark. And then I went back and spent forever trying to shade match myself when I was a little more pale, per se. And I got the F1.90. You know, the numbers aren't that far apart, or at least in my not numbered good brain. And they're like, I mean, this is like almost white whenever it comes out. And this is not my race. So it's like, what the hell? So I don't know. But I mix them together and do like a little concoction every day, and it works out really well. This is another one that I wear to work frequently because it lasts so long. I don't have to worry about it, you know, like creasing or caking or anything up like that when I'm at work. So I like it. Plus it's not a drugstore, but it's definitely affordable. So this one, we're going back to the other end of the spectrum from affordable to hella expensive. But this is another amazing foundation. So this is the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, oh god, octinoxate? Who? I don't even know. Is that English? It probably is, and I just can't read. But it's got SPF 20 in it. It's the type of sunscreen that it has, and I don't know how to pronounce that. It says up to 24-hour wear, flawless matte, full coverage, oil-free. I do not agree with the 24-hour claims. However, it is a long wear foundation. I cannot wear this one to work without it creasing or looking crazy by the end of the day. So, sorry, you're a liar. But this is an absolutely beautiful foundation if you have like an event or a party or something like that to go to where you're not going to be wearing it for, you know, 15 hours at a time. This is a great foundation. And then my very last foundation is back to the other end of the spectrum as far as affordability. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I am obsessed with this foundation. I don't know what happened. I don't know how things end up in like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but I found like 7 zillion of these there, and I bought so many because they were like $2.99. This foundation is amazing. Okay, so before we jump into the concealers, I have a powder foundation that I want to talk about. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation. I just did a review on this particular foundation on my channel, so if you want to hop a few videos back or check down in the description below, I will have that video there for you to check out and kind of formulate your own thoughts based off of how I went about applying this. However, since it's in a favorites video, I think it's kind of a dead giveaway that I really liked it. I have 2 of these. This is also a little on the pricey side. So, you know, and like you don't get a ton. If you have the money to spend on a powder foundation that is a little pricey, I definitely suggest checking this one out. Okay, finally, we're on to the concealers. I only have 4 because that was 6, so now I have 4. Yay, math. So my #1 all-time favorite concealer, literally of all time. This is no shock to anybody whatsoever that wears makeup in any form or fashion. Shape Tape. Need I say more? Shape Tape. #1. Like, this is the greatest. You know how I said like the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation was like the one? This is the concealer everybody tries to be. So there's been many a dupe out there that have attempted to reach the level of amazingness that this guy is, and they just aren't reaching it. So this is still numero uno in my heart. A very close runner-up is this filthy little guy, which is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. Mine got destroyed on a vacation. Don't ask exactly. I don't know how all of this occurred, but I know that it's dirty. But the product inside is still amazing. Like, this to me is definitely the closest runner-up to the Shape Tape. So the next one that I was absolutely shocked to end up loving, but I do, and I use it very frequently, is the Kylie concealer. So this is by Kylie Jenner. I also did a review on this not too long ago as well. I will have that listed in the bottom bar, or you can jump back a few videos and check that one out for yourself. But I was truthfully shocked how much I really like this concealer. It's like actual quality. I figured I was just paying for the name and I was just gonna get some like cheap, just so product, and I didn't, and it's so amazing and I love it. Now mine is 74 shades too dark for me, because you will, in that video I explain what happened. However, I still use it, I still love it. Yes. And the very last one that I wanted to talk to you guys about is one from the drugstore that I do believe is the closest dupe to the Shape Tape as far as affordability, as far as being from the drugstore on the market. Does that make sense? So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. It is kind of a recreation of the foundation, but as a concealer. So it is very thick in consistency. It's long wearing. I really like it. The applicator is very... Let me throw it. The applicator is very similar to Shape Tape, and I shall show you. Like, you see those, how similar they are? Like, you ain't fooling nobody who you trying to be. Like, even the packaging is quite similar, if you ask me. However, it is what it is. It is beautiful. And I really like it. I have this in a few colors. It's definitely one of those that is affordable enough that you could have a handful of shades if you are someone like me who transitions from shade to shade throughout the week. Okay guys, so that is it. That is my top 10 favorites on this Top 10 Tuesday. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me in this form, because more than likely it will never happen again, because I hated every second of it. I'm really hot. I want my hair out of my face. I don't like having on this fancy shirt. I want to have on sweatpants. Thanks again for tuning into this one, guys. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you go. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. And what are your favorites as far as these categories go? And do you watch Nicole Guerrero's? Because if you don't, you should, because that's 100% where I got this idea from. I'm going to end this video here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! What is that? What the hell does that?